Hi everyone, and welcome to a brand new video on Building the Dream Portugal. And in today's video we're going to be discussing our future plans for this place. We've actually got 4 options available to us, and also answering a question that loads of you have asked, and that is how much we paid for this place. Now, before we go into discussing the 4 options available to us, let's talk about our future plans for the land. So what are our plans for the land here? Well, we want to be as self-sufficient as possible. So what we're going to be doing is planting loads more fruit trees down here on the land, solar panels, and probably constructing a borehole, getting a borehole put in. We've spoken to some of the locals and they say that the cost of installing a well and borehole is pretty much the same now, because with a well you have to take away all the land, build up the walls, so after that's been factored in, it's pretty much the same. And here's going to go a swimming pool stroke water tank, irrigation tank. There's a video of that coming soon, so subscribe to the channel to get the details so you don't miss out. Along the sides here we're going to be building a wall, same on that one. We're looking at buying this piece of land. However, the owner of this land is an elderly lady, and for her it's her pride and joy, and how much she wants for it at the moment is not the market rate, if that makes sense. And then down the far end we're looking at some point in creating a fruit orchard of some sort. I'm not going to discuss what fruit it is, but stay tuned, it will be coming within the next year or so. And then here and back there, a few vegetable beds. It's going to be like an outdoor kitchen, seating areas, pergolas and stuff. All this will be terraced around. So with the water tank, irrigation tank, swimming pool, it's going to be a case of that the water gets pumped into the pump house or pool room, shall we say, and then the dirty water goes into storage tanks where the chlorine will evaporate, and then that gets used for irrigation. Hey guys, please like, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below detailing what option we should go for. What do you think is the best option, or what you would do in our situation? We're not 100% sure yet which route we're going to follow, but here are the 4 options. So now let's discuss the options we have regarding the barn and the house. We have 4 options available. Option 1 would be to demolish the house and the barn and create a new building, which we actually have planning permission for. So when we bought the place, it came with planning permission, and this is what the guy, previous owner, gave to me. So in this box here, this is exactly what he handed me. You have tons and tons of paperwork. All of these schematics and plans for a new property. There's tons of it. So I don't know if you can see it, but that's a plan, basic plan. And down the left hand side is all the measurements and stuff. So the total size, including pavements, it says here in Portuguese, that has been permitted is 492.55 square meters. Of that, 170 are external pavements, so 170 square meters is external pavements, and the rest is used up in construction area. And from the plans, that includes the main house here, which is a 2-story building. It's a telado, which is like a covered terrace, and another covered terrace. So it would have 2 covered terraces and a driveway going through the middle with main gates at this end. So, and if you look here, that's what the house would look like. That's side elevations. And the other bit. And up here, it has a covered balcony for some reason. So yeah, it carries on. Then here it goes into detail on the construction materials used and the depth. And on. So, and this is what is here at the moment. So it's got the barn and storage and the house here. Option 2 is to refurbish the house, and that would involve insulating the whole upstairs and the walls, redoing the staircase, redoing the kitchen, redoing the 2 bathrooms. There's one here and one upstairs, redoing pretty much everything, the windows, and then the barn is converting that into a house, and that would require planning permission. So that's option 2. So to recap, option 2 is to refurbish the house and create a new house here where the barn is, and for that we need to apply for planning permission. So option 3 would be to get new planning permission and new plans drawn up to build a new house here and a new house here. However, if you demolish this whole house, then the next house would have to be built 3 meters in from the roadside. That's the planning law. However, if I refurbish it or keep the facade, then it can stay where it is, right next to the road. It's just one of the planning laws over here in Portugal. So if we demolish that, we have to bring it in 3 meters from the road. So that's option 3. So when we talk about refurbishing the barns and stuff in the house, we want to add verandas to them and stuff like that, and maybe even a roof terrace if we can, just so people can enjoy the view. I don't know if you can see it down there, and around from a high up you can actually see all around the place. Now option 4 would be, believe it or not, to sell it all how it is. So it would be the house, the barn, and 4,000 square meters of land. Put that all up for sale and buy a new property somewhere else. So the question that everyone's been asking is, how much did we actually pay for this place? Now, we paid back in 2019 77,500 euros, which at the point was the cheapest property in this district that was in a habitable condition. We checked out various estate agents, Remax and stuff like that, and this property was the cheapest at the time, which was in a livable condition. I mean, when we came into the place, all we did was put in a kitchen and pretty much give it a lick of paint, and it was ready to live. So now, knowing how much we paid for the property, how much can we sell it for if we go with option 4? Now, believe it or not, about 2 weeks ago, a lady knocked on the door, and she was from an estate agent. Funnily enough, it was Remax. And she was like, "Oh, we thought this house was abandoned and it was empty and blah, 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 because all the shit, we come past here and all the shutters are closed." And then she was like, "Oh, you guys interested in selling this property?" And I'm like, "Well, if he's talking about selling, how much are we talking about?" And she was like, "Well, I don't know. I need to, assess it." I'm like, "Well, come in quickly, have a look round, and then tell me what you think." So she did. So she walked in and she had a quick look round and she comes back to me. She goes, I can guarantee you 115,000 euros. And I'm like, well, don't be silly. That's mad. And she's like, no, 115,000 we can guarantee you. But whether or not that's true or not, who knows. However, here's what properties in the area, local area are going for. So whilst editing this video, I changed my mind. I'm not going to show you guys the local properties for sale in this video. Instead, I'm going to do a more in-depth guide on the local properties for sale. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment below. You know what you think we should do. Like and subscribe.